Oh! I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovy.
What are you going to talk about, Sam?
Living on a prayer.
Oh! A shot to the groin and the back and the
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, you're fine. I've got the mic.
Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch kick. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. She pulled up for easy to Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least
Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
Kick made a joy right behind her. Ow!
Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's
Afraid to know what's worse.
not the board gamer.
Yeah.
So wipe out only a mother can love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh! I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovy, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh! A shot to the groin and the back and the
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh! Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch kick. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. She pulled up for easy to Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she stamped her head.
That's at least
Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
Kick made a joy right behind her. Ow!
Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's
Afraid to know what's worse.
not the board gamer.
Yeah.
So wipe out only a mother can love. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh! I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are unjovy, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh! A shot to the groin and the back and the
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter.
Oh! Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you homemade pie. Rosenberry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. Oh, she pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she paint-stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man. Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now. Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shapeshifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish. She'll offer you a homemade pie. Frozen berry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. Oh, she pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she paint-stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right. Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart. Yeah, but the platform, the kick made a joy right behind her. Ow! Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face. Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show. Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer. Yeah. So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle? Why is that? Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh. I can't stop talking about it now. Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer. Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and we'll have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing. Shapeshifter. Oh. Oh, it's all headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head. And he's going for the finish. She'll offer you a homemade pie. Frozen berry. Punch it. Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see. Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh. She pulled up for easy. A Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she paint-stamped her head. That's at least good. Oh, it plowed from behind. Well, that's the City Works Department for you. All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, the joystick! Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow!
Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's worse. But the board gamer.
Yeah.
So wipe out only a mother can love. Oh. You know why I love this obstacle?
Why is that?
Because it's a family of 4 spinning pitchforks that doesn't show favor. Like take Philadelphia natives Tom and Colleen Campbell, for example. It treats father just like daughter. Oh, I can't stop talking about it now.
Well, you have to, Johnny, because our next contestants are Unjovi, halfway there, living on a prayer.
Oh, a shot to the groin and the back, and
Have Jenica Farley. Oh, amazing.
shapeshifter. Oh!
Oh, headed for the finish. Oh, just ahead of the new motivator, Johnny. Oh, got a free kick to the back of the head.
And he's going for the finish.
She'll offer you homemade pie. Rosenberry. Munchkin.
Oh, grab the zip line and, well, you'll see.
Oh, look at her. Hang on, John. She just might. Oh, fun for the whole family. Oh, she pulled up for easy. The Dewey Decimal System. Oh, I think she cake stamped her head.
That's at least
Oh, it plowed from behind.
well, that's the city works department for you.
All that's left to do now is spring himself into the wipeout zone. Oh, right in the joystick. Oh, after that collision, Donkey Kong probably feeling more like Miss Pac-Man.
Yeah, I got the perfect call for a bingo clerk. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Coach Michael is up, and
Late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach, a lot of heart.
yeah, but the platform.
The kick made a joy right behind her. Ow!
Oh, yep, she needs herself in the face.
Oh my God! Take a look at that super slow-mo for the rest of the show.
Hey, I guess that's afraid to know what's.
I like this. This is how we should start all the time.
That's got to be the one every time.
I don't think you've got any sounds. There you go.
All right, guys, welcome to Youth Remix. I'm not sure we have a name for this just yet, but we are just here every Thursday night, 4 o'clock, to have some fun, share some random videos, just do some self-defacing things where we make fun of each other and ourselves and have a great time doing it. And if you're wondering, that right there was... Oh, I got some feedback here. That was our a band called Manic Drive. If you're wondering, that right there was... Oh, I got some feedback here. Turn that down. Yeah, it was a band called Manic Drive. One of their songs, Walls. I followed them for probably the last 10, 15 years. They got some pretty cool stuff. So, yeah, we should start with that all the time. Should definitely start with that all the time. So how you guys doing? So I got Sam and Davey here. Joe is actually in the background as well. So let's just start with Sam. Sam, what are you up to, man? It's been a week. Quarantining is still heavily underway. We're still locked in our homes. Like, what are you doing right now?
Well, as shared last week, I've been trying to keep myself active, doing some exercise, which has been really good. Really good to just let off some steam. I'm still working with Scripture Union, so we're developing some great video content that's going out over Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you check that out. I'll find the link for us later. But we've been doing some training as well. Doing training over video call is tiring.
Yeah, you just get burned out. I mean,
Yeah.
when you do so much, I mean, at first you think, oh, this is going to be okay. You know, I can just do video conferencing in my PJs. Actually, although the one thing that's nice is it makes meetings go faster. I found that people don't want to spend those extra hours sitting around a conference table drinking coffee, eating donuts. They want to be in and out and over, so they just get all of the content out as quick as they can, and they at least seem to go a bit quicker.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
True.
felt that same thing,
Wasn't
but
my experience this morning, but you know, hey, all right.
was it just soul sucking? Is that what was going on then, or was?
It depends if anyone from work ever sees this. No, it was yeah, good stuff, but just difficult, isn't it, to engage via a video when there's 30 other people on there. Yeah, but it's been good. It's been good. I've been really enjoying trying to make a few things as well. One of the latest things I've been up to is trying to make overnight porridge oats. Don't know if anyone's had them before.
Porridge oats. Okay.
What's the difference?
So I didn't know either. So you get some porridge oats, get a cup of porridge oats, a cup of milk, a cup of yogurts, chuck in a bit of Nutella. Other brands are available. Mix it all together in like a jar, put a lid on it, or just use a Tupperware thing. Put it in a bit of cocoa powder as well. Put it in your fridge overnight. Tomorrow morning, it is the most delicious chocolatey breakfast goodness you'll ever have in your life.
Nice.
Thank me later.
Very, very nice.
So give it a go.
I might.
How about
not.
you, Davey?
I'm not really up for chocolate at breakfast, to be honest, though. It's not my jam. I've always been a fruit boy.
Oh,
Always been a fruit boy?
You could do it with jam instead, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Marmalade.
Marmalade, my favourite.
Marmalade.
Actually, I really dislike marmalade, but never mind.
You really? Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's weird because it's orange jam, but I don't like it.
It's like jam, but just worse.
Yeah, it's got some bitterness to it. It just doesn't taste. I mean, strawberry jam is just the way to go. I mean, you really want to go for like the #1 jam. It's got to be strawberry, right? I mean, strawberry.
Any berry jam. I'll take any berry jam.
I mean, I'm just getting kind of used to some of those hedgerow jams. We don't have hedgerow jam in America. Now, I guess that's a thing out here where you just go walk down the street and pick whatever berries happen to be on the side of the road and throw them all in a jar and call it hedgerow jam. But it's not quite something that we have in America. I'm getting daggers from my wife right now, who's kind of staring down right now. But we just don't have that. We go to the store. We buy it from like Safeway or Albertsons, something like that. We don't just pick the sides of the roads.
Well, my mum taught me how to make jam when I was a teenager. So because she used to do that, pick your owns here quite a bit. When you're in New Zealand, almost every place is a pick your own, and so you can just go and pick strawberries or blackberries, raspberries, those sort of things.
Amazing.
And she taught me how to make jam, and it's actually a really useful skill that I've used several times. I've never been particularly good at the jam because I always end up just eating it as it's being made.
But you like picking the berries. That's good.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I recommend trying that while you're in quarantine. If you can get your hands on some berries, try making your own jam and let us know how it goes.
That's true. Everybody is out for their one walk a day. So when you're walking, just look for random berries, whichever ones you come across first. Just start picking them, throw them in however you make berries, and yeah.
Disclaimer though, don't make sure you're not picking berries that are poisonous or anything like that.
It's fine. When it gets canned and jarred, all the poison goes away. So you're all right. Okay, don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I will kill you.
Nothing like find out what's going to be good for you or not. The technology is out there, so you'll be fine.
We have the technology. Yeah, I'm sure it's there. I'm sure it's there somewhere. But I don't know about you, but like my kids, and I'm sure you guys work with teens. Right now, the #1, maybe not the #1 game in the world, but one that's at least sweeping the world is Animal Crossing. And if you play Animal Crossing, though, I'm sure, guys, there's lots of you out there. I hear constantly how amazing this game is, and I'm playing it with my daughter. There's a new feature. It's a design feature. So Sam or Davey, do you guys play Animal Crossing?
No, I don't have any consoles.
Wow, it's a Switch game. It's only on the Switch. Come on, it's a Nintendo game. Have you heard of Animal Crossing at least? Tell me you've heard of it.
Yes, I have heard of it.
Okay.
I have heard of it.
I've heard of it now.
You've heard of it now? Okay.
Give me a synopsis. Give me a synopsis, and I'll see if it's a game I need to invest in.
It's not one that you'll be into. Basically, you kind of start on this island with almost nothing. The whole goal is to like build up your community, build up your island where you get more island dwellers. You build your house from a tent to a house. You're constantly. It's actually kind of nice because you learn about economy. You're taking out loans and paying loans back. And if you can't do something, you go to the bank and they approve your design. And then you've got to get this payment plan with interest. So it's actually teaching kids about kind of living life in the real world. But there's a really cool new design feature in it right now that lets you something kind of like this. Like if you want kind of customized type features, this is like a Naruto little headband.
I love Naruto.
You can
So
actually
cool.
scan with a QR codes now. You need the app on your phone or your iPod, and then you just scan the QR codes into the Nintendo Switch app. It'll link up to kind of your Nook Miles and all this stuff. Anyways, but it'll give you some custom designs. You can get like Spider-Man and Wonder Woman and Batman, Superman outfits and Pokemon paintings. There's even like a Nicolas Cage meme painting that you can put in your house, which is really funny.
So great.
So if you're into video games, I don't know. I'd love video games still.
Yeah, that's totally my kind of game.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
basically, if you like to build a world, if you want to and get your island to a 5-star island, Sam. That's the dream, to get a 5-star island.
So
How could I do it by next week?
Okay.
That's the question.
where are the animals in this? Why is it called Animal Crossing?
Because all of the people are like animals. Like all the
okay,
characters, all
okay,
the characters
okay.
are humanoid animals.
Humanoid animals.
Yes.
Right.
So that's what you kind of have and run into.
Humanoid animals, I like it.
Cool.
Humanoid animals, yeah. So just if you like Animal Crossing, check out. Just you can search and you'll find all these QR codes, and it just gives you a whole lot of customizable features into the game. And again, I like games and I like cool ways to make them better, and that's a cool way to make it better. So
Yeah.
now you guys have been up to baking, right? You guys have been doing a lot of baking on your free time. It's never anything you've done before, I take, right? You've never.
I bake a little bit. I'm not particularly good at it though, so I thought I'd use this time to try and get better at it.
Now, do you
That's what I
bake or
thought.
do you cook?
Yeah.
You both?
I
You cook.
a bit.
Okay, so baking is new to you then. So actually making cake,
Yeah.
pastry type things.
Yeah.
And you.
I just want to get better. I want to get better. Like I know I've got some basics and I can follow a recipe, but I want to get better at it. And I thought I'd have a go and film something.
Okay, so you've got a film for us. And I want to let you know, like, depending on where you are in the world when you bake, it changes. Because I grew up in California, and I had a couple recipes I was really good at. And then I moved to near Colorado, and where we lived was over a mile over sea level. And actually, the way you bake completely changes because you have to add more flour. It has to be less moist because baking temperatures are different, and water boils at 92 degrees instead of 100 at that altitude. And so everything is different when you bake compared to sea level. But you did have a video for us, and you want me to share that video right now? Is that okay?
Yeah, go on. Let's see how good my baking skills are.
Alright.
You guys who are watching, you can rate them.
Do you want to go ahead and kind of give us an intro to this video of what you're doing, or do you do that in the video?
I think I do that in the video. Let's see. We'll have a look.
Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, that's not what we want. We want Davey baking.
So Sam and I have kind of inadvertently decided that we're going to both bake this week, and you guys can be the judge of who's making something better. I'm making 3-ingredient scones. This is difficult in quarantine times because my pantry is remarkably, what's the word? Reduced, that'll do. We've been stripped back to the basics, and I'm a little nervous as to how this is going to go, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So what you're going to need for this recipe is
Just like
self-raising
all those
flour,
great
Greek yogurt and cheese. You can see I've already grated some cheese. I grated a little extra for myself
yogurt,
because
cheese,
cheese
and
is the
flour.
best. And basically, you're going to mix it all up into one thing.
So those are your 3 ingredients right there? That's
Okay,
your
so all we're going to
ingredient?
do is
Okay.
combine these and
3 ingredients, yes.
starting with the knife.
Okay.
But there's about half a cup of yogurt. That's Greek yogurt in here. Get all of that out. Lovely metal on metal scraping sound. And this is around 3/4 of a cup of self-raising flour. It's supposed to be a lot more, but I don't have that much flour left.
I like the around. This is about, it's
the trick
around 3/4
with
of a
making
cup.
scones is trying not to handle them too much.
That's literally all
But
the
also-
flour I had.
Salt as well.
Salt!
Very important.
There's a
But
4th
also
ingredient!
using a knife
What was
It's
that?
just seasoning.
Well,
so
and-
you
and
have-
it's an
Don't get in it,
ingredient.
'cause it can be quite sticky. So using this to kind of chop
Some people
through
can be pleased.
and try and start to bring together because it's not got as much surface area as a spoon, so it won't get stuck in it. So it seems to have mostly come together pretty well. It's a nice soft dough. Now I'm going to stick it on a baking sheet with some baking paper and cook it for about 15 minutes, hopefully. I'm hoping I can get 6. The other thing is if you get some on your fingers, it doesn't matter. It's very tasty. I don't know if you can see, but I got a 6 out of it. "15 minutes" was what we're going to try. And now we wait.
Ooh, 15 minutes later.
Copyright music. So here's what we ended up with. 6 scones. I'm pretty happy with that. They don't look too bad. Have a look at them. Nice and close. Really easy. Anyone can do. 3 ingredients where all you have to do is put them together.
4 ingredients.
Let's hope they taste good. I'm going to go give some to my wife now, and she's going to give me a proper verdict, a la Prue or Paul Hollywood. That's actually pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Great. Over to you, Sam. And I got the approval from my wife.
All right,
as well.
so there it is.
That's a great.
That's kind of how they turned out. So not bad at all. I like it. Your 4 ingredient, and we would call those cheese biscuits in America. That would be some cheese biscuits right there.
Sure, I don't really understand what biscuits are in America. It's been explained to me before, but it's still very confusing.
Now you got to explain to me for those that are learning to bake. What? Why does he fail? Because why? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting talked to. Apparently, Paul Hollywood doesn't know how to bake. So why was it important to use a knife to mix it instead of just smashing it all together and beating it up?
So because it's all sticky, because all the ingredients are a bit sticky, if you use a spoon, it gets stuck on the inside of the spoon, right? So then you have to keep scraping the spoon out with another spoon. Whereas if you use a knife, there's less surface area on the knife, plus it's serrated. So it cuts through, but it's bringing it all together because it's all still a bit sticky. And then at the very end, you can just use your hands to kind of finally bring it all together. So it just saves you a bit of time, really.
Okay, nice. Great. Can I use a hand mixer? Is that okay to kind of mix it?
Yeah, you could use a hand mixer. It takes a bit of time to bring it all together that way, just because if you put it on too fast, it'll just go everywhere. And I have done that several times in the past.
All right.
So I can confirm it's bad thing to do.
All right, so I guess, Sam, you took this to heart and you wanted to show Davey how it's done. Is that right?
Well, yeah, a bit of a backdrop I explained in the video, but my wife ran a baking business, so I kind of had to, up the game a little bit.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, pressure's on. So let's roll.
All right, let's roll.
So as you've already heard, Davey and myself, and maybe Sean, have decided to do a bake-off. So my wife used to run a baking business. I thought she'd laugh at me if I tried a 3-ingredient set of scones. I'm sorry, Davey. I'm gonna go for normal scones, but instead of using eggs to glaze, like Davey and most people out there, my pantry is pretty reduced, so we haven't got eggs. So we'll go without, but I'm sure it'll be great. So let's get into it. So we've got all our ingredients: self-raising flour,
where was your
baking
theme music,
powder.
Davey?
We've got butter, salt, vanilla bean paste,
Didn't get there.
caster sugar, a squeeze of lemon juice, lacto-free milk.
Very inspirational, I gotta say, man. I just feel like I'm really in the mood.
Originally, I was talking through what I was doing at the time, but it's really too boring and just long, so I just sped it up and put some music over.
Nice.
So what was that?
Alright, next step, 1.5 tablespoons of lovely caster sugar.
See, I expected text overlay of the ingredients as well to make it easier, Sam.
Roll it out.
That's
stage.
true.
We're not going to need, that's bread, not scones. Alright, many a mistake was made with a great bake. Okay, we're just going to kind of push it out, try and keep it level a little bit, and then using our cutter, we're going to try and get some shapes out. I'm hoping for 4, but we'll see how that goes. 10 minutes there. So.
Oh, even a shot of the oven. I love it.
Up. Oh, yeah,
That's good.
Oven
buddies.
fried. Looking good. Alrighty. Ooh. Let's see how these bad boys came out. For the more astute of you at home, you'll see that there's 7. With the remaining mix, we just decided to chuck in 1 more. So I think they look alright.
The blob.
We'll see how they go for
That's
the
that
taste test.
one on the
So
top.
for the taste test, a little bit of jam, and away we go.
Oh man, decadent.
There we have it.
All
Very
right.
good.
I like
Very
it, man.
good.
I like
There
it.
we have it. There we have it.
So how
It
were
was-
they?
It was different. Sorry?
How were they?
Yeah, they were good. They were really, really good. They passed the test. My wife enjoyed them with a bit of jam and cream, so that was good. It was difficult though because I did feel, Naomi was helping film, but I also felt, the pressure of watching. So there were a couple of times, I went to knead the dough and I was encouraged that kneading isn't correct for scones. So there was a little bit of outside help. So I don't know if I can take full credit for those.
Davey,
But
he pulled in a ringer, dude. So he was using a ringer to make his pastries.
Hey man, look, you know what? All fair in love and war.
Now, but one of the things though that I would say is as an American, we would consider a scone something you could put jam on like that, but a biscuit you would not put jam, because that cheese that you put in there, because that's cheese, you wouldn't put jam on that, and that would
No,
then be
jam.
more of the biscuit variety. Whereas out here you call biscuits like things that you dip like chocolate chip cookies and things like that, which is weird. That's not a biscuit.
A cookie is a biscuit.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
A cookie's a cookie, a biscuit's a biscuit. We have different categories. We don't lump everything into one category.
it's very confusing. It's very
So
confusing.
much about America is confusing. You don't need to add one other thing.
Mirror ours, that'd be really helpful.
What's that?
I said if your systems could just mirror our ones, it'd be really helpful.
If our systems are just better. We've taken what was there. We're like Apple.
yeah.
We
Oh,
take what's
better.
out there and we make it better.
Mutated it,
See?
probably, yeah.
We do what we can, though.
Hmm.
We do what we can. Now, I want to show, though, because I saw you guys do this. I didn't have time for a video, but I did whip up just some amazing. I want to show you guys some amazing cinnamon rolls that I made. Check these things out, okay? These are pre-iced cinnamon rolls. Phenomenal. If you've ever had Cinnabon, which you probably haven't because you guys live in England.
Oh, Cinnabon is my favorite.
Oh, you have had
Oh.
Cinnabon? And then, like, the gooey, like, in some of them I squeezed, like, this homemade cream cheese frosting. Everything about them is homemade. I kneaded the dough. I rolled them out. I cut them up perfectly. Like, I mean, I am amazing. I just want to show you guys how awesome I am that I can do something like this.
Well,
Just look at that, guys.
well done, I think.
It's very good. It's
If
very
they really
good.
are yours.
So,
What?
so I don't think you can be entered into the Bake Off.
I made them. I made them.
Oh.
Being heckled by his
Something
wife.
pulled out.
I put them in the oven.
Ah.
I pulled them out of the oven.
The truth will out.
You got rumbled, my friend.
Oh well. Right.
Worth a try.
It's worth a try to take credit for my wife's amazing cinnamon rolls.
So good.
They were really good though. Holy cow! They were like the closest thing to a Cinnabon that I've had. Like that wasn't a Cinnabon. It's just like so good. But we're gonna try our game show again, aren't we? Do you guys want to try our game show again?
Yeah.
Because we
Go
have
on.
Joe here, and do you guys have your writing utensils to write on? I think I've
Oh, I
got.
need to get a pen.
You don't have a pen? Wait, I have a pen for you right here. You don't want
I'm
my
not
pen?
sure. Oh. No, apparently he doesn't want your pen.
No, he doesn't want
I'll
my pen.
take it.
You'll take my pen? All right. I think I can just. That's not going to work
you
if
drop it?
if I drop it.
Can you drop it?
Ready? Here it comes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Hey.
That was way on the wrong. We were terrible.
It's worth a try.
Children.
Pen. I need that pen. All right. So we have our game show host. Joe is here with us. Let's bring Joe in. And the music.
Alrighty.
like it.
Hello.
How you doing,
Wow.
Joe?
Hello.
I am so good. I've got a new disco ball installed in my room. So this is kind of what I'm going for now.
Looking
Keeps
great,
me
man.
awake at night. Makes it very difficult to get to sleep, but it's good fun because it means I'm always at a lockdown party, which
You're
is very
always
at a
similar to an
lockdown
S-Club
party.
party. If any of you at home know what that is, go and look it up. Ask your older brothers or sisters, or ask your mum.
What a lockdown
so-
party is.
Are we ready for a bit of quizzing?
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I'm ready.
Awesome. So we've got some new rounds today. We've got some new challenges, and the first one, it's kind of on a Disney theme again, but it's called Honest Disney Movies. And basically,
Ooh.
I will read out a description of the movie, a particularly honest description, and you have to work out what that movie is. Are we ready to go?
Are we ready to go? I think
Are
so.
we going to have to write this down, or are we calling out? What's the...
I think call out.
Call out.
That's what I reckon. Let's go with calling out.
Don't
Let's
know.
go with calling out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Go for it. Okay, so description number 1. A cowboy tries to murder an astronaut for the love of a small boy. What do
A
we think?
Friday night at
Oh,
my house.
it's
A
Toy
Friday night
Story.
at my house. What? Oh,
Okay,
Toy Story.
movie. Damn,
David
movie.
said Toy Story.
Okay.
Sean, what did you say?
I just said a Friday night at my house.
Okay,
Um,
okay. He has been DBS'd, I promise.
okay.
So, Davey, you get the points there. Okay. So, next one.
What's going on? Okay.
Okay. Country girl has to choose between a guy who wants to control her life and a guy who wants to keep her hostage. The latter is marginally nicer, but the deciding factor is his library.
Oh, Beauty and the Beast.
By the way, he wouldn't make that the deciding factor. Library.
It's his library.
Books is quite important, isn't it?
Reading, very important.
Reading, yeah, but also possibly not the deciding factor in that sort of thing. Who said Beauty and the Beast there?
Excuse me. I think you'll find I'll beat you to it, my friend.
Oh, I did say it. I didn't say I said it first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, that's we can do a little tiebreaker for this. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, and we go, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then you go. Okay.
All right.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ah.
Funny thing is, I'm not sure if that delay was on purpose there, Davey, but I saw a bit of delay there.
No,
Your
couldn't hear.
actually came out after.
The delay really didn't help either.
Okay. Sam, you win. You win that round. Okay. So that was Beauty and the Beast. Question number 3. Description number 3.
Do you want us to be the first to write it and show you then, so there's no thing about who said it first? Then we got to write it and then show it.
I think it's quite fun doing it this way.
All right, all right.
I think we can go for that. Okay.
I will bow to the quizmaster.
Yeah, yeah. In this case of who shouts loudest. Okay. A military captain falls in love with an underage cross-dressing teenager and almost loses his country to an invading force.
What is this? The latest episode of RuPaul's Drag Race? What?
RuPaul's Drag Race, did you say?
Oh.
I guess it's cars, so I was way off.
You guessed
What
what?
was your-
Mulan.
Mulan.
Come on. That has 2 of the greatest Disney songs of all time.
They do.
It.
You could
It's
sing
got the
right.
Reflection song, and it's got I'll Make a Man Out of You. I'll Make a Man Out of You is so good. Such a good song.
Do you want to give us a bit of a sing-song?
Oh, I could, but I don't want to derail this video any
No,
further.
no, I don't think it'll derail. I think that's perfect for this video.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? You ready?
Yes.
Alright, let's see how many of the words I remember. Let's get down to business to defeat the Hun. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons?
Wow.
You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, and you can bet before we're through, Mr. I'll make a man out of you.
Hey,
There we go.
I got it.
That's actually much more tuneful than I thought it was going to be. That was
I can actually sing.
yeah. It turns out you can. That was pretty good. Okay.
Is it 2-1? Is that right? You got Davey with 2, Sam with 1.
2-1 at the moment.
How many you got, Sean?
Davey was last week's winner, I think, wasn't he?
0.
So is he going to make it 2 weeks in a row? Okay.
No way.
Number 4. A young woman finally gets some rest. Along comes a man to ruin it.
Every marriage ever.
It's not my girlfriend.
Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty. Come on, right?
Oh.
It is Sleeping
Nice.
Beauty.
Okay.
Well done, Sean. You picked up your first.
True?
Ooh. Yes, that's true. Yeah, she was essentially poisoned by a relative, and yeah, then tricked into.
There was no
That
mention
a
of
very-
poisoning relatives in this one. Okay, it was just she gets some rest. That's all we're talking
All
about.
right, all right.
Yeah, that's a fair point, Sean. That's a fair point, Sean. Okay, you've got your first point.
I've got
now.
my point.
So it's 2-1-1, which sounds like a Jose Mourinho formation.
Huh?
Okay. Fugitive aliens invade Hawaii and emotionally manipulate.
Oh, Lilo and Stitch.
Do you ever want to watch a Disney movie again? These are
Orphan
terrible.
children to escape capture.
Wait, say that one again because Davey cut you off. I think he's
Sorry.
supposed to answer
It's in
after
Hawaii.
you finish, right?
Okay. Fugitive aliens invade Hawaii and emotionally manipulate orphan children to escape capture. Yay!
Disney movies are terrible. Like,
Yeah, they are terrible. I don't think you could watch them ever again.
oh my
Who
goodness.
watching is currently cancelling their free trials to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Again, other platforms are available.
Although if Disney Plus want to sponsor us, we'd be very happy to accept that.
Yes,
Yes,
we
and
would.
Disney, please do not sue us for that comment. That is not the views of the program makers in this. Disney lawyer outside my door. Okay, yes, the answer was in fact Lilo and Stitch. So the points there go to Davey.
Okay.
Even though he did cut me off halfway through.
Cut you off, Quizmaster.
Sorry, Quizmaster.
That's okay. That's okay.
Very
That's
control.
a final warning before you get a yellow card. Okay, number 6. A gospel choir tells the story of a child put up for adoption who leaves his loving foster family to figure out who he is, then changes everything about himself to be accepted by a birth family that rejects him anyway. Also gets into a fight with an uncle with anger issues.
Can I phone a friend?
I mean, that sounds.
You can.
Oh,
Yes,
Hercules.
Hercules.
it is Hercules.
Gospel choir. That's what got it.
The gospel choir.
I'm sure you
all
didn't
right.
do so well on the Disney round last week. Or did you? Did you win the
No,
Disney
that was
round
me.
last
I
week?
did terrible in Disney.
I think I did all right on the Disney round.
Oh, right, okay. So we've got to stop picking Disney, basically.
Okay.
The next round isn't a Disney round. The next question is not a Disney question. This is a bonus question. Just for a recap on the scores, I think, Davey, you are on 3 points now. Sam, you are on 1 point. And Sean is on 1 point.
So
as
this is
well.
a 4-point question, right? Because it's a bonus question. It's a bonus question, right?
Yeah,
You gotta...
next goal wins. Come on.
20 points. No, I'm joking. Okay. So this is a non-Disney movie related description. So a slave-owning madman tours children through a factory and murders them when they are insolent. When they misbehave, if you don't know what insolent means.
Thank you. Because that's made it a lot better.
That's okay.
A slave-owning madman.
Oh,
Any hints?
well, it depends. Are they held against their will? But it could be, the slaves could be Oompa Loompas. So is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Ooh. For 4 points, Joe. For 4 points. Is it Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Does anyone want to give any other guesses first before I say?
No, because that's pretty much where I'd go. Now that he said it, man, that's where I'd go as well.
Yeah. That's all I can think of.
Okay, the answer is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Not that makes any difference at all.
And Sam pulls out the win.
2 points.
5 points to Sam, 4 points to
20-point
Davey,
question.
and then 1 to Sean. But bonus questions are always worth
Yeah.
more, dude. Bonus questions are always worth more.
They
Yeah,
have
no,
to.
that's true. That's true. That's true. And in the interest of integrity, we will be giving the points to Sam now, and Sam is now the winner of that round.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Where's an independent adjudicator when you need one, huh?
Yeah. Well, you
For
want to
Davey,
so, you know.
All
for
right.
Davey, Mr. Smooth Man that you are, you might have a bit more luck on this round. So this
Oh,
round you will
no.
be using the boards for. Okay. So this round is cheesy chat up lines, and
Oh,
there's two parts to this round. The first round is filling in the blanks of some well-known ones that already exist, and then the second part of it is I will be asking you to come up with your cheesiest chat up line.
Oh my
And
God.
basically, if you want independent adjudication, basically that part comes down to whichever one I find either the funniest or the most convincing or
no.
cleverest.
Or should we ask the
no.
comments? Should we ask comments on the winner of each pickup line? We'll all give one, and then we'll ask a comment on who has the best.
Yeah.
Cheesy chat lines.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
All
Bit of
right.
interact. Okay, so the word or sentence you are looking for to fill in with this is when I say the word blank. So, for example, if I said, "Did it hurt when you dropped down from blank?" then you would write what you thought the answer was in the blank bit, and hopefully we would all come up at the end with, "Did it hurt when you dropped down from heaven?" Okay, but some of them are longer sentences as well. So, let's go with number one. Are you a blank? Because when I look at you, everything else disappears.
Are you a
10
blank?
seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I don't like my answer.
1, and I think we'll be starting with Davey.
Oh, that's what I put.
A black hole. That's just insulting, man.
I
How long
can only apologise.
married?
Wait, Sean, did you write black hole?
I wrote black hole as well.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And what did you put, Sam?
It will be backwards, but I put, if you can read backwards, magician.
No, it's proper. It came through okay.
That's not bad.
I mean, but it's still, you know, sounds pretty
Magician
rubbish.
is the correct answer.
There you go. There you go.
Hey,
Smooth
come
as
on, a
mouse.
black hole. Like everything gets sucked into it. There's nothing. It all disappears. What's wrong with our answer?
That's what I thought.
Yeah, we should probably move on from that fairly quickly, though. Okay. I'm not a blank, but I can picture you and me together. I'm not a blank, but I can picture you and me together. 10, 9,
Sorry, did you say not a or not an?
not a blank, but I can picture you and me together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Also, I've just realized, I think I was trying to do the countdown there, still in my sort of chat up liney voice, which was a bit odd. Anyway, okay.
You have a chat up line voice, Joe. That's great.
Apparently so, yeah.
Interesting information for all the ladies out there.
Hey there, do you want to come to a Bible study with me? Okay. Right, Sam. Oh, we're going. Yeah, okay. Are you a painter? I'm not a painter, but I can picture you and me together. Okay, what have you put there?
This is
Not a cartoonist.
cartoonist.
Cartoon.
I thought that was a fun variation.
Sam, can you please repeat that line with that phrase in? I'm not a cartoonist, but I can picture you and me together.
With like the oversized ears and like drawing attention to the details, you know.
True. True. Please say that would be how you would follow that up. Okay, Sean.
I
what have you
put fortune telling photographer.
Ooh. Oh. So close, but
How is that close?
because
Yeah,
can I think
yeah.
what the line is? I'm not a photographer.
Yeah, but the fortune telling is in parentheses because you'd have to be a fortune telling photographer to see it in the future.
I'm vouching for Sean on this. Yeah.
That's better
Fortune
than
telling
that.
photographer.
Vouching for him purely because of that excuse that he came up with. Then it was quite convincing. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hey, I
All
like
right.
it. I like
Number
it.
3. 2 more of these to go. So at the moment it is 1-1 in this round, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Davey's smiling.
It's
He's like,
between
yeah,
Sam and Davey.
Hey, I've got somebody rooting for me in this round, by the
Oh no,
way.
yeah, no, it's not. It's between
I don't have
Davey
any
and Sean,
points.
that's it.
No.
Right, there we go. Okay. No, between Sam and Sean. Right, I'm there.
1-1.
I'm there. Okay, right. So question number 3. We're heading back to Disney now, because so this could be your round here, Davey.
Right.
They say Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Blank, blank, blank. I'll give you the exact amount of blanks for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blanks.
What?
Oh, what?
Say that again. We've got to fill in 11 blanks.
Shall I give you a bit of tone to it? Okay. They say Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Blank, 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 blank.
There's 11.
Yeah.
Can we have 20 seconds to write?
Yes, you can. And I will give the points to the closest approximation for this one. 10, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Sean.
Sean,
Let's start with you this time.
they say Disneyland is the happiest place on earth, but actually, it's me standing right next to you.
Okay.
No?
Good.
Let's go for yours now.
Are you still writing, Sam? Sam, that
Sam's
just
still
instant
writing.
disqualification.
That's-
Instant disqualification. Instant
Sam is just-
disqualification.
All right.
Sam is just a romantic, and
All right, I'll pull out of the round if there's.
He's writing a poem.
yeah, he's taking notes here, and he's realizing he can use this.
I've actually written a haiku. Actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I haven't written a haiku.
Okay, Sam, go for it.
Okay, they say Disneyland is the happiest place in the world, but actually it's standing right here with you, gorgeous.
Okay.
Ooh.
That'd make it up to 11.
Thank you. I'm blushing, Sam. I'm blushing. I am actually now pink in real life. Okay. Davey, who I think has turned his camera off so that he can continue writing again.
This is so bad. Oh, have I frozen?
You've frozen, Davey.
Oh
It
dear.
is
Well,
the Disney round, so
We can
frozen
hear
is
you though,
allowed.
so.
oh, I have frozen quite badly, haven't I? All right, you want mine?
Yes.
Yes.
Mine is, they say Disneyland is the happiest place in the world, but I would be happy just being with you anywhere globally.
I love the
Globally.
Yeah, on the end there.
I was a word short.
Yeah, that's 10. You're close though.
So you decided to bring in the word globally. I've never heard that word used outside of the news, I don't think. Okay.
Yeah, and
So
never in
I'll
a
tell you what
pickup
the
line.
actual line is. They say Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Well, apparently no one has ever been standing next to you.
Hold on. I've got standing next to you in mine, by the
So
way.
does Sam.
Does he actually
Mine's
have?
right here with you?
Yes,
so-
he has right here with you. I have,
Sean's
but I actually
closer.
have standing next to you.
Yeah,
Those
Sean's
exact
closer.
words.
Okay. Standing next to you. So Sean
Exact
is now in the
words.
lead in this round. I think it's 2-1-1.
Yeah.
Now, one more. Other way there. Can I follow
Thank you,
you
Matthew.
home? Because my parents always told me to blank my blank.
Oh, I got this one.
Can I follow you home? Because my parents always told me to blank my blank.
So blank my blank. Blank, you're blank. All right.
That just reminds me of Futurama. Don't you worry about blank. Let me worry about blank. That's all I've got in my head now. Ah.
I've got you, Sam. I've got you, Sam.
Okay.
You're not catching me, bro.
I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam, let's start with you.
Oh. Okay. I wrote, follow my dreams.
Okay.
Follow my
Okay.
dreams.
Okay. Davey, what have you written in your most seductive voice?
Did we lose Davey altogether?
I think he's gone.
This is just him flirting. He comes off there.
He's playing hard to get.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sure.
Oh no.
I'll come to a nice close-up on me because I'm pretty sure, because Sam, I think we're going to each get a point for this one because I put follow my dreams as well. Follow my dreams.
But we've got Davey. We've got Davey
And
back
Davey
as well.
is
So
back.
you both put follow
Sorry.
my dreams. Okay, Davey, in your most seductive voice, what did you write?
Tell me what the first bit was again.
Can I follow you home?
Oh.
Because my parents always told me to blank my blank.
All right, here we go. Okay, yeah. Get into character.
Because if everyone gets the same thing, it's going to be the most seductive voice that I go for to give the points for this one. Just saying.
Well, I got to redo it. You didn't give me that
Yeah,
chance.
you can read it if you want to. If it gets to that point.
Okay.
Something tells me Davey's not going to get it right. So.
Can I follow you home? Because my parents always told me to follow my heart.
Oh, close, but not close enough. Heartbroken. So it is between Sean and Sam. The answer was follow my dreams. So, starting with you, Sean, in your most seductive voice, say that line.
Hey, can I walk you home? Because my parents always told me to follow my dreams.
Awesome. I know who I'm booking for horror movies now.
Sean's wife is cringing in another room somewhere.
Oh man, everyone is so rusty. You can tell.
Okay.
All right. Compose myself. This is for the.
This is really important.
Please tell me that bit is also part of how you start your channel.
When you walk up to her.
Come on. Sweating as well. Talking to a person. Oh dear. I actually feel the nerves again. All right. Yeah, I can't.
Do it.
I can't get Sean out of my head. It was too good.
Wow.
Who thinks so
It was
the only
too
ones who worry
stalker,
about
come
asking
on.
a girl out. Do not worry. This shows it happens to the best of us.
All right. Hey, can I walk you home? My parents always told me to follow my dreams.
Oh, and the eyebrows.
I like the
and
eyebrows.
I think that Sam
There comes the restraining order.
gets the point purely because I didn't feel like he was actually going to murder me on the way home that way. So, okay. So Sam gets those points, which means
It's a tie round.
2-2, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tie round.
It's a tie. Okay.
Which means I win. Oh, no.
No, not at all. What this means is that we move to a tiebreaker. Well, the next round is essentially a tiebreaker.
So whoever wins the next round wins the round before. What if Davey wins the next round?
In fact, let's not do it quite like that. Let's go for, and I can't see Sean at the moment, so we're going to have to go with a bit of trust. We're going to do another round of rock, paper, scissors for the rock, paper, sinners. I nearly said that. That would be a different one. Rock, paper, scissors for this one. And we will go to the final round as a potential game-winning round. Okay. So, Sean and Sam, are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
We both had paper, by the way, Joe, since you can't see me.
Davey, who won that one?
We both had
There was
paper.
a draw. They were both paper.
Okay. One more go. 1, 2, 3.
Both paper again.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Snippy snips. Oh, well done.
Unfortunate.
Sean wins the round. So it is
Fast
one game each
catch-up
between
lines.
Sean and Davey. But
Davey doesn't
Sam's
have a
still
round.
going to join in this round anyway, just because I want to humiliate him slightly
No,
more.
Sam won the
So-
first round. Sam won the first round. I won the second round.
Davey won the first round.
No, Sam did. He won the bonus question.
I suck-
And you even
I
said
suck
so.
at this.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
that's true. You had me. I'm so bad, Quidmaster.
Look, you just gotta accept that sometimes I'm gonna win stuff. Huh?
Well, you haven't won anything today, Davey. You haven't won anything today yet.
Oh well, I quit then.
Okay. But Davey, you're still joining this one in anyway, just because you don't get out of this that easily. So,
Well, but he can draw this. If he wins, it's a three-way draw.
It's true. It's true.
yeah, that's very, very true. Okay, so it's between Sean and Sam. And are we putting this out to the audience at home?
Yeah, I think what we could do is if we all give a pickup line and go to the comments, and the comment will vote on which, and we'll do a couple rounds like that. So we'll all give a cheesy pickup line, and then we'll see what the comments say.
Okay,
Hey,
so is that all of us doing this then now?
years, man.
What?
Sean, are you suggesting we all do that now, including me?
You know, I think you should as well. Then I think you should be involved in this round, Joe.
I shouldn't have put myself up for that, should I really? Okay. Shall I go first then?
You can.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, are we going to say it, or are we going to just write them down?
I think we say it.
Okay.
I think we say them and we do them in our most seductive voice.
Well, we already determined I don't have one of those, so. But okay, we're going to the people for the vote. Okay, so go ahead. Here we go.
Okay. Did it hurt when you dropped down from heaven? Because your face looks like it was hit pretty hard.
Wow.
Whoa.
All right.
I like it.
Who wants to go next?
All right. Yeah, I'll go next. So, how do you feel about raisins? Because I say you and I go on a date.
You tend to go to that face and pose quite a lot when you're doing
I
it.
do.
Shut up, mate.
I do.
Can you ask Naomi if the finger guns work for her?
They sure did. They sure
You have to make sure you only ever go on dates where there's tables for you to lean on as well.
That's what I need. It's my go-to.
It's quite difficult to do it leaning on the edge of a park bench.
Well, funny story. Our first ever date, Naomi and I, was trying to get to know each other a little bit more. And we were at a pub, but I had a migraine. So we were sat outside in the beer garden in late November. I was in a t-shirt, trying not to throw up because I was overheating.
Wow.
So that was our first ever date. So there was some form of attraction there. I don't know what it was, but it worked. So there you go.
It was probably the eyebrows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
definitely.
constant.
All right, Davey, you or me, who wants to go?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. Do you know what this shirt is made out of? It's boyfriend material.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
All right.
That was a very good gaze into the camera that you did there as well. I
Thank
felt
you.
like you were saying that directly to me.
I was.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Sean.
Hey, my name's Microsoft. Can I crash at your place?
Hey.
Dave, you can relate to that.
I get that.
All right, give it to the
Okay.
people. Give it to the people.
Yes.
Is
who's
it
gonna be?
Joe? You got hit and punched a lot. Is it Sam? What was your Sam?
How do you feel about raisins? Because I say you're not going on a date.
Date. And then we had the boyfriend material Davey or the my name's Microsoft. Can I crash at your place? What does the comment section say?
Davey, I'm intrigued. What line did you use on Steph? How did that go?
Yeah.
At the line.
Genuinely, you genuinely want to know?
I genuinely want to know.
So we were at high school together, and
Thank you, man.
we've been really good mates for a long time, and we'd always kind of had this kind of on and off sort of thing, and my line genuinely was, "Do you want to come to my car and listen to some music with me?" And it worked.
Good.
Fire.
Because it was an actual thing.
Yeah, because I actually had a car. We actually went and listened to music, and it was actually really cool.
Yeah, that would have been disastrous if you didn't have a car,
Nice.
wouldn't it?
Nice.
Well, yeah, it would not have been my go-to line, I think, if I didn't have a car.
No,
Yes.
stood in a car park by someone else's car.
Yeah, just kind of break the window. Oh, we're going in this car.
Yeah,
I think that
that's
would
mine,
work.
honest.
All right. Well, there's 3 votes for Sean and 2 for Davey. I'm seeing.
Oh, people.
3 for Sean and 2 for Davey.
Come on.
Of course, one of those for Davey is Davey, and one of those for Sean is Sean.
I'm telling you what.
Yeah, that's true. I have not voted.
How sad
I think
is
it's got to
that?
come down to you, Joe. I think
I
you
didn't
got
even
to
think of voting for myself. How sad is that?
Well, I won't vote for myself, but you might soon find that Plume Youth is voting for Joe. So,
Oh dear,
Terrible.
unbelievable.
Terrible.
okay, so I feel like we've come to the end there, and I feel like the winner there is Sean. Am I right?
Yes.
I think so.
I'll take
I
it.
think it is.
Unfortunately.
So therefore, Sean has actually won game, set, and match.
Wow. Can I share one more cheesy pickup line?
Yes.
Joe, my love for you is like diarrhea. I just can't hold it in.
Ah, terrible.
What makes it even more romantic is the use of my actual name in that.
There you go.
You know, it makes me feel
Very good.
extra special.
Oh dear.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
All right, let's put on the official scoreboard the loser and the winners.
Dear.
Loser. Winner. There we go. Okay. Just had to show that, for no good reason.
That means that the overall scoreboard of the last 2 weeks it's a tie again between Sean and Davey, I think, isn't it?
I'm coming back, people. I'm the dark horse.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
okay. I'll give you all the answers for next week's during the week.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, Joe, you're awesome, man. Thanks for joining us today, Joe.
Thanks,
No
Joe.
problem. Take
Thanks,
care.
Joe.
I will see you later, man. Hey, guys, I want to show you guys a video just as a nice little segue here. A guy that is so smooth that I wish we could be as smooth as him, okay? And you just got to watch this because this dude is just amazing.
What? So smooth. What the heck?
That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dude is just smooth. Look at that. I mean,
Wow.
Very smooth.
if you want to find some things to try, if you guys can come and do this little fence hop as your next challenge, I straight up
I
have
can
to
do
see
I
that.
can do the fence. I've got
You-
one
you
more.
can
I
do that?
Yeah.
I can do that. I can do that.
And then the one that follows it, though, is the one that I really like. It scares me because so many things could go wrong. So after this little fence hop, which one is just
Yeah.
awesome, is this one over the tree branch.
Oh yeah.
And that's the one. Okay, so if Sam's gonna do the fence jump, then Davey, you're gonna do that little tree branch flip.
Can I do the slide on the sand one?
Probably the easiest of all of them, I think. No, you got to do the backflip. You got to do the backflip to the pose.
Do you really think I can do a backflip? I love your faith in me. That's
I
very
think you
kind.
could try a backflip. I mean, I think you could attempt one. No?
I could attempt one.
You can attempt one.
I could attempt one.
I mean, I'm
We'll
not
see.
saying how it would go, but man, that guy was amazing. But again, we've talked about how we're missing so many good just chances. We're all quarantined at home to prank our family members, and even just little things. It's just the simple things of life that we could be doing right now that we're not doing. Clear out every shelf in your fridge, sit in it, and then wait for someone to come. That's all you have to do.
Unbelievable.
Simple
That's
stuff.
awesome.
You want to time that though. Like you don't want to do it at the wrong time of the day when no one's going to the fridge.
Well, yeah, you don't want to do it when people are taking naps and playing games and using the toilets. That's not the right time, but
not the right
time. It'd get cold really quick in there. And there are things that you should and shouldn't be doing in our quarantining time. Now, when you go out, we have our one time to go out. We can go out once a day. When you do so, I don't recommend trying this. So there are some things that you should and should not be doing. Can I just point out that you should not be doing that? If you're
Correct.
looking for things to
not.
do.
Not to be doing that.
But if we are doing TikTok challenges, I do challenge one of you to this next one. So if you guys want to have a look and just watch how they do it, and then we're going to try to do this next week, I think. Oh, wait, not that one. It's this one.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, man.
So you got to put some toast down, push the little button down so the toaster engages, and then come up with a metal knife and stab it.
Okay.
No? You're not trying that?
I may pass on that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. What about you, Sean? Are you going to give it a go?
Not even a little bit. I like issuing challenges. I don't like doing challenges. It's more fun to say, all right, you and you and you, and it's, yeah. I don't know, though. What's that?
Yeah, I thought that was the case. Yeah, rather just dish out a challenge than do one yourself. I like it. Speaking of, you said TikTok challenges. Speaking of TikTok challenges, Davey's done the Renegade. I've done the TC slides. So, Sean, cue your vid.
Well, there's some problems with my vid. Yeah, we recorded it. We spent hours and days working on it, and then all of the pictures on my phone got erased, and it was a horrible, tragic thing that happened. And I cried for hours afterwards because I knew how devastated you guys would be, and yeah, it was amazing. I'm not sure I could do it again. I mean, I almost broke my neck 3 times, but I finally pulled it off, and my daughter, she pulled it off, and it was fantastic. And yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, okay, so if that is true, and I seriously doubt it is not, that is just clearly obviously not true. But if it is true, then you wouldn't mind replicating it now for us, would you?
My neck is still really sore. I mean, I landed on it so many times trying these flips and jumping off the roof and all this stuff they were doing. And
okay.
If you're disappointed at Sean, make sure we've got the Youth Remixed hashtag up there. Send us your disappointed faces.
Yeah, disappointed faces to Sean, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But next week maybe.
Next week. Now, I did actually spend about 2.5 hours today. We had set up some Hot Wheels tracks that like we could roll a ping pong ball down, and then it bounced on pots all the way down my stairs, went around the corner into an umbrella, and then we had some stuff like some dominoes that were going to fall into books. And we spent about 2 hours getting the pans to work right. And then my son, because he was helping me, we were getting this set up, accidentally stepped on the only ping pong ball that we had, or table tennis ball that we had. We went to our youth center to find some more, but they all bounced differently. They were different ping pong balls, so they bounced differently. They didn't bounce the same. We tried to reset it, but after another half hour of that, my 10-year-old, his 2.5-hour attention span was just gone. And bless him, though, he helped me for a long time with that. But it was just like I just had to clean up the pots and then had nothing to show for it. So, I mean, I filmed a couple of the ones that were just kind of, here's what it might look like. But I was going to film it looking up the stairs, and I was filming from the top, though, just in the practices. But it's still, I don't have anything down for that. So that one was kind of a bummer to miss out on that. I'll try to get something like that next week. I've seen a bunch of cool videos of people doing that on the ground level, but not downstairs. That's why I thought downstairs would be kind of neat. So if you guys have some table tennis balls you want to bounce down your stairs on pots and pans and lids, it was kind of fun to do, though. You know, it definitely requires 2 people, because being at the top and then having to run down and get it every single time is kind of a pain. So top and bottom of the stairs and then slowly adjusting, and it works pretty cool. Actually, yeah, let's put that challenge out there. Guys, I would love to see you start at the top. Now, the best way to do it is you need to make sure you have I found a very, very consistent delivery method to the first pan, because any variation in speed or angle or where it hits messes the whole thing up. So I found like a little Hot Wheels track that was at the perfect incline that I just stuck there, and then I just kind of just started at the same place and then rolled it, and then it would bounce on the pans and start. So something like that works. But we would love Youth Remix. Show us your best like table tennis or ping pong ball down the stairs. Send it to Youth Remix. I'd love to see what you guys can come up with, because that would be a lot of fun to have you guys try it and send it and show us what you can do if it's better than what I was achieving. But yeah, that's kind of how my afternoon went today, though. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Man, that's so good. That's so good. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That time. But we're looking forward to the TikTok dance coming.
Yeah, we'll see the TikTok dance next week, yeah?
TikTok dance. My daughter and I will work on that next week. We will have it for you. There was kind of a reason. We were doing it outside, and then the last 2 days it was raining, so we weren't really able to go out because it involves me laying down a bit too, and we didn't want things that were slippery. And so I'll try maybe something different next week.
Alrighty.
We'll get something for you. We'll get
Do you know
something
what?
for you.
Do you know what? I try to be a good person. I have faith that you're telling the truth. I believe you, and I'm rooting for you for next week's TikTok.
All right.
We'll trust that you're telling us the truth.
All right. Yeah. So really, it wasn't a race, guys. I'm sorry. It wasn't a race. I didn't try flips and stuff. I have to come clean. But it was raining, and that is what kept me indoors. Because I know you believed my first story. I know that was very believable.
We did. We really did.
Yeah. But glad you've come clean. That's good.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to let you down.
You are pardoned.
Let's see, Sean. Do bed one. Do the fence hop. Oh, I've got some here. I've got to do the fence hop. Oh, some people want me to do the fence hop or do the bed one where you backflip into the bed. Somebody's challenged me to that. And then apparently we're supposed to prank each other. I don't know.
How?
I don't know. I mean, I know there is a webpage in America where it's called doggydoo.com, and you can buy different levels of dog poop to mail in a very nice wrapped box. It looks like a beautiful present all wrapped up, and you get down to the final layer, and it's a steaming pile of whatever dog you've chosen. You can choose the mini poo, which is like a chihuahua, all the way up to the mega doo-doo, which is like probably a golden retriever or like a what are those big St. Bernard type dogs? And yeah, so if we want to do that, you guys can send me dog poop. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I thought we were friends, though. I mean, it's all. Not sure I'm comfortable with someone sending me dog poo.
Well, yeah, but if you ever watch those Johnny Knoxville movies and how they treat each other as friends, I mean, there are different levels of friendship.
That's not my definition of friendship.
A very odd level of friendship, those Johnny Knoxville things.
Oh, man, I would not be able to be around those guys much because I just don't like pain. And the pain they inflict on each other and they laugh at. Now, I don't mind being the inflictor. I just don't like being inflicted with the pain. So it's, again.
Yeah, so I don't mind being made a fool of, but I don't particularly like just getting hurt for the sake of it.
Yeah, sure.
But it does make for great video.
It does. Those were classic videos.
You're not wrong there.
Oh my goodness. All No, but guys, we do want to have fun with you as well, but we want to bring some words of wisdom, and not that we necessarily have wisdom, because I would never be the one to admit that the words that come out of my mouth are wisdom. However, hopefully every once in a while there is a valid point or two that passes my lips. And so we're going to try to just share some of those points with you right now. And just, again, that we're stuck inside. There's so much going on that can confuse and depress and cause us to be anxious that sometimes it's nice to hear from people ways in which to kind of combat that, or the ways in which that we're dealing with that ourselves. And so I'll start with Davey, actually, if you want to go first, Davey. Have some
cool. So let's do it. Right. So we're hoping that you guys are doing okay in quarantine still. We don't know how long this is going to last in the UK. I know other places in the world are starting to maybe go back to normal, or they've seen a bit of a drop-off in cases, which is really positive. But we know we're probably going to be doing this for a bit longer. And what Sean and Sam and myself are trying to be doing is trying to just kind of grow a little bit in this time, and growth means a lot of different things for a lot of different people, but there's this little bit in one of the letters that Paul writes, which I think is really a great guide for us to kind of help us think about how we can grow and how we can do just a little better than we have been doing. The one thing different a day can be really, really life-changing, because if you do that enough days in a row, then actually you've really changed your life. So I want to read to you this little passage from it's the first letter that Paul wrote to this place called Thessaloniki. It's called First Thessalonians. It's right at the end. He says, help the weak, be patient with everyone, and make sure that nobody pays back wrong for wrong, but always strive to do good for each other and for everyone else. Rejoice always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. And basically what Paul is saying there is, hey, try and be a little nicer to the people around you next time. Hey, look out for the people who are difficult to deal with. Be patient with them. You know, take a few seconds longer to respond. What Paul is saying there is to really try and be sympathetic to what's happening for people around you. And if you do these things just a little different each day, just improving a little bit each day, just growing a little bit each day, that makes such a difference. And hey guys, you've got an opportunity to grow in your faith. You've got an opportunity to grow in your skills. And if you just do something different, just a little bit each day, you can look back on this time and go, hey, actually, I've made huge progress from where I was to where I am now. Progress can look different for all of us, and it will do, but whatever is progress for you guys, I highly encourage you to do it.
Absolutely. Thanks, Davey. Actually, Sam, I need a pen, though. Do you have a pen over there? I got to write something down here, if you could.
Yeah, sure. Got a pen right here.
Yeah, just go ahead and send that up for me if you could. I just really need one right now.
Come on.
Wow, it's amazing how this stuff works. Okay, no, thank you for that. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thanks for that pen.
That's all right. No worries.
Okay, yeah, cool. I just gotta write this down real fast. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Happy to help. Happy to help.
I'm sorry, we're cheesy. All right, Sam.
Oh man, that's so good. Yeah, David, I loved what you shared, man. That was so helpful, so inspiring. One of the things that I've been thinking about, and friends used to say to me lots, is fall forward. That's sometimes that's growth. You're moving along, and even if you feel like you didn't manage to do that challenge, or you didn't manage to grow in the way that you wanted, at least your heart was in the right place. You kind of fell forward and moved forward a touch. I was sharing last week about how I was going to try and take hold of those thoughts that were blowing out of proportion, that would cause my mind to spiral to different places. And I was really struck by this small passage, this small portion of the Bible that I found. I'd love to just read it to you guys and then share something on it. It's from Philippians. It's in the back end of the Bible. It's called the New Testament. It's a letter to a small church. And this is what the writer says. He says, "My dear brothers and sisters, fix your thoughts on what is true and honorable and right and pure and lovely and admirable. Think about the things that are excellent and are worthy of praise. And keep putting into practice all the things that you've learned and received." I absolutely just love that where I've been trying for the last week to try and just catch hold of those thoughts that are blown out of proportion, it's not just doing that, but also trying to then turn it into something positive as well. So I've been really trying that today. I had a really tough morning this morning. It was difficult to be motivated, and I've just been trying since this morning. You know, sometimes your mind just gets in that place where it just is foul and you're just like, God, this sucks, and you're just sitting under this thing. That I've then really been trying to say, okay, well, no, actually, it's amazing at this time I have the opportunity to work when other people don't. I've got a great place where I'm at home. I've got people around me who love me and care for me. And so I've been trying to fix my mind on things that are positive. And I love how this small portion of the Bible finishes. Keep putting into practice all that you've learned. And, you know, we've shared over the last couple of weeks some good tips to help you stay strong up in your mind, and whether it's having a routine, doing some exercise, whether it's talking to other people and reaching out using some of the links that we shared a few weeks ago, whether it's praying and asking God for help, whatever it happens to be, you know, put those things into practice. And I've found that getting a good routine has been really, really helpful for me. So I don't know about you, where you're at. I just want to encourage you guys, you know, that you can do it. That you can grab hold of those thoughts, that you can choose to fix your mind on other things. And maybe it means being a little bit more radical, taking some time away from a screen, taking some time away from scrolling through social media and getting sucked into message groups, just so that you can fix your mind on something else. So I just want to encourage you guys to do that and to put into practice those things that are really going to help you out. Even if you just manage one small thing, like Davey was saying, you know, do that one small thing. That's what growth is. The more you do that, you build a habit, you build a rhythm, a routine, and that will lead to growth.
That's awesome, man. I mean, because, and it's hard. I mean, we're doing stuff that we've never done before, and maybe some of us were. And whether we admit it to ourselves or not, there is a level of anxiety and worry that I think is built up in everybody. Like we don't want to get sick. We don't want this to get the people that we care about sick. And it's something that I think we just need to admit to ourselves first, because it can create a lot of friction in us and in the people around us. And just one of the verses that I keep going back to is right above that verse that Sam just read in Philippians chapter 4. It's verses 6 and 7. It says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray. Tell God what you need and thank him for all he has done, and then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand, and his peace will guard your hearts and your minds as you live in Jesus Christ." And it's just something where, man, it's amazing what happens. And a different translation of that says, it's amazing what happens when Christ displaces worry at the center of your life. And when we actually let God in and say, all right, God, I can't control this. I'm not in charge of any of this. Only you know what's happening. And when we let God have control of that, it's amazing the weight that's lifted off of us, because, you know, there's things that we can't control, but knowing that there is someone that is in control, to me at least, man, that just gives me a lot of relief, a lot of like, you know what, I don't know what's going on, but God does. I don't know what's going on, God, but you've got this. And again, it's something where, guys, I believe all of you were created for a purpose. I believe all of you were created with a reason for being here, and that God has that purpose. And so just knowing that the things are in the hands of someone that's bigger than me makes me happy, because all I'd be thinking about is, I don't like green Skittles. Get rid of those. You know, I don't know. You wouldn't want me in charge of your life. Like, it'd be bad. Be really bad if I was the one in charge of everything. So just to know that there is a God that is, man, you look at the stars and the universe and know that he created all that, but he's looking at us down here and cares about our lives is pretty awesome. So
yeah, cool, man. It's good.
Just know you guys are loved. So, yeah. That's all for me. I'm gonna hang up now, guys. You guys gonna keep talking, or are you good?
No, I think we're good.
I think that's cool.
Yeah, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We always have a lot of fun. We're goofy, you know. We're still. I mean, the point though is just to give you like an hour break, maybe, of just some goofy fun. Yeah, you know that this isn't going to be the best thing on YouTube, but hopefully we'll encourage you.
Hey! It could be.
Well.
You don't know that. We
don't
could be
know.
trending tomorrow.
We could be trending tomorrow. All right, make it happen. But just know that we're some people that they just want to stay connected in this time and want you to feel like you're connected to something. We put that hashtag there so you can connect with us. You can message us. You can reach out to us in any way that you want. Youth Remixed. We have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all of the above. And we would love to hear from you. We'd love to connect. If you need someone to talk to, just know you can get a hold of any of us, and we'd love to. So guys, you are awesome. Don't forget to be awesome because you are. All right, wise word of the day. Davey, go. One sentence. Finish it up.
Yeah, be good. See you later.
Be good.
Be
Sam,
kind to parents.
one sentence. Wrap it up. Go.
We're rooting for you guys. You can do this. You'll get through this. You'll come through stronger the other side. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. And the finger guns. Oh.
It had to be done, man. The finger gun had to be done.
Hey, I get the perfect call for Bingo. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Ooh. Coach Michael is up, and late hit. Let's see it again. The football coach.